Guys, we're already ready and waiting in this first match here. It's SAW versus H.FROG. Go ahead and take it away, guys.
Yep, let's get into it, guys. We got the pre-bans locked in here. We got the light Twin Angels in the pre-ban with the Kavachi as well in the pre-ban. Apparently, Ricky's hyping up these light Twin Angels that people are pre-banning this unit out here. Well done.
Yeah, I've been stalking Raigeki's stream as well to see how the Twin Angel is performing, and that thing is a beast. I think he put his best Swift on that unit because that is one of the unit that can remove buff and push back attack bars like a Wind Robo, but coupled with a nice little attack buff, perfect for these Sierra user in the high rank.
Yep, well, let's see what happens here. We get into this match. We've got the Cigar as a first pick, a very popular first pick in today's tournament for sure. So Cigar getting first picked here by, I believe, H.FROG on the right and SAW on the left side. Once again, with SAW, this is his debut. This is SAW's very first time making it into SWC. So best of luck to SAW going up against someone who is experienced in SWC, H.FROG.
And he's rocking that Zima strip as well. Zima is absolutely incredible for the strip. I think it's more of a, we can call that a budget Gianna because Gianna strip stun and this guy strip into silence. And he has the anti-cleanse debuff in his kit as well. So that's going to be annoying for many cleansers. And he can heal skill 1. So over there, we're seeing a very interesting lineup with Zima and Zibala. On the other side, we're seeing the meta team pretty much.
That's a lot of healing. That skill 1 heal off the Puppeteers is absolutely insane. So there's a lot of sustain on the other side of the field, even with that Village second skill as well. So SAW has that going for him, where his team's got lots of sustain. Obviously with Jemaya able to get those cooldowns up, no problem whatsoever. But let's see what happens with this Berg heal being drafted by H.FROG. What is he going to bring to capitalize off of any of the windows he can create for himself?
And the thing about Zima is that he kind of soft counter Hagang because he anti-cleanse. So that thing's going to block the enemy from cleansing, especially Hagang from cleansing the silence that's about to be put out from the Zima. So that is actually very awesome against Hagang, unlike Gianna, who get absolutely countered by Hagang at this point. And he has the Jemaya to counter the Cigar as well. Soft counter once again because you can still lose your attack bar to Cigar. But because Jemaya's skill 3 cannot be reset, another soft counter to Cigar. So I think he's doing really well in the draft here, bringing some new synergy and a great counterplay. And that's going to be the Wind Monkey that is going to be so devastating for Chandra Cigar. I love the last pick.
I love that Wind Monkey last pick, and I feel like this is one of those units that kind of surprised you. I don't think H.FROG saw the Wind Monkey King coming in here, so I'm a big fan of this kind of draft here. It works very, very well, and it works so well you got to ban it out.
Exactly. I've been loving Wind Monkey King in Siege because there's so many Chandra Byungchon in Siege, and Chandra Byungchon is kind of like Chandra Cigar, and Wind Monkey is insane in there, so that has to be the ban.
Yep, let's see what Berg Heal is going to be doing as we get things kicked off here with H.FROG versus SAW in their very first matchup here. We're seeing absolutely nothing but a strip there on top of Zabal, but Zabal's going to be boosting up the Zima.
Oh no, here comes the silence. So Cigar is going to be blocked from doing what he does best. And we have the Jemaya reset so that we're going to have even more silence coming out. And Zabala soft cooldown support. So that's going to be pretty much no cooldown for H.FROG, whatever he decides to do.
Yeah, he was able to land the slow on top of the Zima and that Zabala as well. Looking for a provoke, landing on top of the Zabala, not getting it. But we do get the additional turn coming from the Cigar. So the silence did drop. So he's able to use this skill 3. Does he choose to put it on the Veligil or trying to strip the Jemaya?
He's trying to take the Jemaya cooldown away so that he can't cleanse. But I guess he will be able to cleanse right now. And even though Zabala might be dying, okay, he doesn't need to because Villager is moving. Oh my.
Doesn't need to because he's going to right turn still. That is crazy. But hey, there you go. Veligil gets the return immunity, buffs up, and that really worked out very well for SAW.
Not sure about that. He decided to throw away the Zabala by not healing at all. And right now, he's going to be lacking healing and support. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough damage to kill the enemy with only Zima Bomb and maybe the Veligil. Veligil's doing pretty good damage right there.
Yeah, this feels like a crit damage Veligil for sure. That's a great defense break on top of a very important unit for H.FROG to get rid of. So, I'm sorry, SAW to get rid of. I think Ciara will be dropping shortly as well.
Wow, but the fact that she's still standing strong might be very, very bad for H.FROG here because one good turn of Ciara can mean very very big for the team here. And here we
that's
go.
that turn.
Here we go.
Oh, man. I think that's going to be it. He has to go and do a second skill. He's got to heal up his team here. He does choose to get rid of the bird kill. This bomb, I don't know what kind of damage it's going to do, but I feel like Ciara was built on a little bit more damage than some other ones because it was taking that damage not very well. So I feel like this bomb is going to hit very hard.
But unfortunately for him, the Velajo attack power was perfect. But no, he's not going to move and the bomb's going to get detonated though. But the
using that
Zima
skill
small
one.
heal.
Oh,
Never
but
mind.
the additional turn as well. Are you kidding? This is working well, out very, very well right now for Saw. Now he can go ahead and do that again, but he is going to throw down a second skill. Looking to get the attack breaks, trying to limit the damage coming out of H.FROG right now. Lands that bomb on top of Cigar. Looking for a big skill too. No additional turns going to be coming out. He has to try and strip from the Jamire and does not get it.
Another turn. Oh my god. H.FROG is just killing it right now.
Oh.
The mini heal is keeping his team alive and so much damage from Jamire. Velajo. Everyone's doing so much damage at the same time. It's an amazing team coming from H.FROG here.
That was wild. H.FROG getting a victory there in round number 1 up against Saw. What a draft. I say there's definitely some swings that happened in that match. Some great back and forth where honestly I thought Ciara staying alive and throwing down the crazy bomb damage. But you know what? Jamire was able to hold on, and it was kind of those big clutch violent procs where you're able to proc out and cleanse. Bellajoul, Jamire basically being able to do that was just massive swings for H.FROG.
I can't believe back when they changed all these puppeteer skill 1 to healing, I was calling it a nerf. But now that those healing are so annoying because you thought, oh, you were going to kill. Never mind. 2 turn from Zima and then the unit's back to being very healthy once again.
Oh, it's so crazy the amount of healing you get from that skill 1. I feel like, you know, I'm fine with all the puppeteers. I think all the puppeteers are great, but it's just that skill 1 heal that I think needs to be like dragged back just a little bit because it's so much.
Exactly, especially when you have multiple puppeteer on your team. It's just so incredible how quickly they can heal back whatever damage they just did because they did their big skill and now they're just chilling with their skill 1 and they're still doing so much for the team.
Yep, and every puppeteers, they offer so much to the team as well. Great kits on all of the puppeteers. Every one of them are viable. I hope everyone gets their hands on any form of puppeteer because it is a great unit.
So we're seeing the Zima getting first pick once again. We might be locking in the Ciara, maybe steal the Ciara away from the enemy team because that Twin Angel is going to be amazing with that. But he might still go with Jamire because it's just a great combo to start with.
Looks like H.FROG is going to be busting out with some more puppeteers here. He likes these units, and he's going to be taking that Ciara away from Saw.
So taking away the Ciara is going to lessen the effectiveness of this Light Twin Angel here because that is going to be the best unit to pair with the Light Twin Angel. So I think he's go with the Chandra once again, but he will really need a new damage dealer. And without Light Evor, I'm not sure what he has under his belt right now.
Yep, looks like Chandra and Cigar. That combo is coming back out here. Twin Angels have been drafted. Are we going to bring in Eleanor? Interesting. It's so funny to see Eleanor getting so much attention right now.
But not sure if this is the right spot though, because that's going to be bringing no damage to the field, easily countered by Boverk. And Boverk makes perfect sense here as well. Don't see why not. And excuse me?
That's not bad.
Whoa.
Honestly, I think this Fire Totemist is going to be really, really nice right now. Able to strip and dot everybody up here. I think this is a really good pick from him. This is interesting.
I like this these quirky pick from the China qualification. We got Amduat earlier, now we got Nora. Am I doing Siege right now or what? Because we are seeing some very Siege-looking offense right there coming out from H.FROG.
Let's see what happens with Saw. I want to kind of see a curveball coming from Saw. Honestly, what I really want to see out of him is a little bit more damage. I think Saw needs to showcase a little more damage. Hey, what do you know? That's a little bit more damage.
But I think it's a bit too late at the moment because the moment you enemy know, oh, he has 1 pick left and it has to be a damage dealer. That's an easy ban. And they have already countered your first 4 picks, so you are definitely in a lot of trouble. So I think H.FROG definitely has the draft advantage at the moment, I think.
Yeah, definitely giving a lot of credit to H.FROG. We get into round number 2 with H.FROG and Saw. We've got the Light Twin Angels kicking things off here for Saw.
All right, here comes the strip, push back, attack bar buff, and cigar control, and that's only... Never mind, he couldn't even get everyone strip. That was his only shot at controlling, and he kind of just... Oh my god, he missed his reset as well. It's not doing so good at the moment.
Nope, not doing good at all. Does have that provoke on top of that bulwark, which is kind of fortunate, really stopping that unit from dropping the stacks to get those stacks back there. I know he definitely wants to lay that skill down with the bulwark here. Ooh, so we have a violent Chandra, so not a despair Chandra here.
And all that AoE just giving free stack for the Nora to get an easy skill 4 strip, and then all the bombs gonna be locked and loaded on that horse in human form with less HP as well. So that is not looking good at all. Oh wait, Nora's moving after.
Ooh, full team, script, silence is up here. Nora's moving right now. We've got some dots coming out onto the field here. Also landing at stun on top of the Eleanor.
Beautiful despair stun at the same time, and because of all these debuff, I think Nora's going to be doing a lot of damage as well, and all that small damage from Saw will see no effectiveness, because look at all that healing coming out from H.FROG very soon here.
Yep, that is a violent bulwark, throwing it down on top of the cigar. He really wants to try and eliminate this unit, and these additional turns is exactly what he's going to be doing it with. That is so much sustain on the side of H.FROG.
And this Nora is absolutely breaking the enemy team with all this strip, this spare stun. There's just nothing that Saw can do. Literally.
Well, he did get an additional turn here. I'm not too sure he can really do anything with it because he's not able to capitalize on that defense. Well, he's able to capitalize on that defense break now that he got the turn with Chandra, but it goes into the Zima instead.
And that's another free bomb on, and that is a dead cigar. The only thing that can help with damage, because the Chandra's not looking so hot right now with the bomb on his head.
Yeah, definitely some clutch picks coming out of H.FROG with the bulwark, of course, and that Nora is absolutely wild right now.
And it's just beautiful counterplay, because they're just so hard counter that there's nothing that Saw can do, because the horse has to stay and give immunity. But Bova are just laughing at this horse right now, and there's nothing that she can do about it. He's doing so much healing and damage at the same time from this Bova.
Yep, and not having a defense break, he's not able to create a window for himself to really gain any traction. Right now, what I think Saw can only hope for is for HP to go down and attack power to go up, so that Chandra's like hitting a lot harder now. But at the same time, his opponent is healing, and he'll be doing the exact same thing. I just don't see Saw coming out on top with this match.
And the sad thing is, Chandra's not really hitting harder. The puppeteer are hitting way harder than him with the skill 1 as well. So that was just a free win for H.FROG pretty much.
Yep, that's exactly what that was. Honestly, it really came across as a free win. Those last two picks, Nora, Bulwark, were just so oppressive that I don't think Saw victory from the very beginning of that match.
All right, we're going to game 3. It might be the last game as well. We got the same-ish pre-ban. And without a light to an angel, let's see what Saw decides to do here, because he definitely needs to pick a bit more damage.
He's got first pick, and he's been favoring that Saga, so it wouldn't surprise me to see him taking that pick again. He's able to set up the defense breaks. I think Saga is still a great unit, and it looks like he's going to be locking it down here as his first pick again. Let's see what H.FROG's going to be taking. I'd love to see a curveball, like right out the start of the match, and we're going to be seeing, I'm going to call him Fire Salah.
All right, I think his name is Ashur, or the Fire Bayak, and he is very popular nowadays. He has defense break, big damage, healing for the team, so he's like a whole army in one unit pretty much. Very strong, very popular unit for high rank player, because they can rune him really well, because a normal player would rune him with speed, HP, and he does nothing. But these Fire Bayak is insanely ruined. It's so scary.
Yeah, this is one of those units I don't have yet. I really want this unit. It'd be really great for my kind of playstyle that I've been rocking here. So let's see what happens. We got Ash Hour in there with the Water Twin Angels. Hagang currently is going to be locked in by H.FROG with one other pick after seeing a Berghill and a Vanessa being drafted by Saw.
So I think in the H.FROG team, we have 2 defense breaker, and we have some decent amount of damage right there with 2 healers in there as well. The tier line is definitely going to get banned because we have Oliver in the field, and I think a Fire Monkey last pick from H.FROG will definitely seal the deal here. Oh, that Marsha is going to be annoying for the Fire Monkey, but that's going to open up a Chow. But never mind, that's going to be a Rika last pick.
I know. I was actually right there with you. I was like, I think you drop in the Chow because you've got some fire damage dealers out here. I think Chow would be super, super good. There's showcasing no immunity, so it doesn't surprise me to see a Rika being drafted by H.FROG. I think Rika's totally fine, but I did as well see a Chow being drafted. Tian Lang, you know, he's getting banned out. There's just not a world Tian Lang does not get banned out here.
That Rika's going to be so scary, so I think there's going to be a Rika and Tian Lang ban. It's Rika and Marsha ban. Tian Lang's going to stay.
I can't believe Tian Lang's staying. So anything that this Oliver's going to try to do, but then also like the reason why Water Twin Angels is so good is you're able to push up your team and then do something as well. We're not pushing up our team because Tian Lang's just gonna take that.
I think he's really hoping that the Fire Bayek or Ashura is going to really carry the game here with the damage and the heal, because the control for the enemy team is very lackluster. And because Tian Lang's on the field, the Light Ever is getting less attack bar, so it's kind of a good thing to leave the Tian Lang in as well.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So let's see what happens. I feel like maybe we should have seen some attention going into this Vanessa, but I think he's going to try and burn through. I think he sees these units when they die and get attack buff that he's not too worried about it. So it looks like he's opting for the strategy to kill everything else and then eventually get to the Vanessa later on.
So I think H.FROG is gonna power through the Tian Lang here, and the damage coming out for the Oliver was really good. And remember, the pushback from Oliver is still gonna be a full attack bar pushback. It's just that Oliver will not gain full attack bar like he should. And because there's no healing, holy damage! Oh my god!
Well, I think you're right, Sean. I think the shower is going to be bringing lots of damage to the table, and that's exactly what it's doing right now. We've got two units that are going to be very likely to be dropping soon. It looks like Verkiel will be that first unit to go here, but shortly after, it will be Saga.
And I think because of the lack of real control coming out from Saw, it's just a lot of soft control. He can't really keep anyone down properly, and with this support from the team and this Ashura can potentially proc back to a skill 3 healing, that's going to be very, very bad for Saw. And his unit's dropping like flies here.
Oh man, a beautiful additional turn there. Bergil is going to be dropping out there. It is just Tian Lang and Vanessa. Now, it's not over for Saw, but I will say the sustain, the control that H.FROG has, that's a lot to handle here. Getting 2 stuns, which is quite lucky on top of Ash Hour and the Water Twin Angels.
I think the problem with Tian Lang and the Light Ever draft here is that nobody's utilizing these unit defense spread coming out. Usually you will see a more heavy damage unit to follow up after the Tian Lang and the Ever defense break. But here we have Vanessa doing absolutely nothing, and the Cigar getting control by the silence and die very quickly as well. I think that's the problem with this draft, and Ashura is just like, he's just getting a lot of procs here, but the key of the draft,
oh, wow,
it's just he's just lacking. Oh, look at that heal! Look at the damage.
Just the damage, the heal, the additional turn on top of it. Now Tian Lang is going to come back due to the third skill of Vanessa here, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah, Tian Lang is going to come back, but Saw definitely doesn't. And he's going to go down once again. That's GG. Another W for Stoic again. Let's go. It's just W to W.